All right. Y'all can see everything. Everything, even what I don't want y'all to see. My hat. You can't see that still. I should have put what we were doing today on here, but I didn't. And it is what it is. Let me grab my lip gloss. Alea? She don't need to be doing nothing. Y'all can really see everything on my damn desk. All right. Hello. Hey, boo. Hello, hello, hello. Today we are doing just a simple crown of success spell. Something simple and cute. I hope you're doing well today. All right. Just gonna get some things. You can tell I've been using all of my pre-made items because Lord, all of my glitters are on E, but it's enough to do this candle, so we're gonna get it popping. We are going to do a crown of success spell today. Today is a good day. We're having a full moon and a lunar eclipse in Scorpio tomorrow. And I like to take the day before any astrological event and use that energy, especially with the sun hitting the moon the most on this day. I like to take that opportunity to do money work. I like to work with the sun. I'm not really big on using the moon specifically to do magic with. You can, of course. It's not a bad thing. But I prefer myself some space. I prefer to do my money spells. That's like one of the best days because you're capturing the sun the most on this day. So a lot of people don't, I don't know if people really do a lot of money work during this time. I guess they may not. I'm not sure what other people are doing. I'm just telling you how I follow the moon. So I'm going to use the energy of the moon, but I'm also going to use the sun with it and make sure that we get all of that growth and, you know, all of that goodness. So with the Crown of Success bow, you can use a yellow candle, you can use a green candle, you can use a candle shaped like a person. I do that one a lot. Whichever one, you know, I'm going to use a simple green candle today. All right. But these work just as fine. You don't necessarily need a huge candle. You can do a 7-day candle like this as well, but I'm going to show you guys this way because I don't normally show you it this way. Now we have our carving tool. Make sure your carving tool is blessed and anointed. As you can see, this one's old, all bent up and everything. And cleanse everything. Usually, what you'll want to do is just grab yourself a cleansing spray, some Florida water, anything like that, and you can just spray everything down. And you want to pull away from you any negative energy that could be on the candle. That was already done before I got on camera, but I did want to show y'all that part just in case. All right, now the first thing you want to do is start putting your energy into the candle. You can bless and anoint the candle by praying over it. In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, I bless and anoint. All right. Now, when you're praying over it, you want to make sure you anoint it with your name or whoever name you're doing it with, of course, and birthday. So you want to speak that or murmur that, mumble that. And then we're going to start putting what we want onto the candle. So you can write your name on here 3 times. With your birthday. If you can write it in cursive, that will be even better. I know you're like, why? But back in the day, that's how they would write, was in cursive. So it makes it more easier for your ancestors to understand depending on who you're working with. I've just always done it that way. Hi, Joy. Hello. Now, once you get your name on here 3 times, you can put $7 signs. Six, 7. I'm gonna put 1 at the bottom of the candle. Now, if I would have had a like a figure candle that represents the person that I'm doing this spell for, I would take a screwdriver, put it in some fire, and put a hole in the bottom of her. But this candle, because it's so small, we are not going to do that. I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Anyway, but we're not going to do that with this one, okay? But normally, and you can do it with these as well. It's very simple. Just literally take a screwdriver. You just don't want to hit the wick. You want to go on the side of the wick, and you want to take a small screwdriver, one of those small ones, and just put it in the side and go into the candle about yay much. That's it. And then you'll take some green wax or whatever wax you that comes out of the candle, and you can fill that back up. It's very simple, and I have a video on it that's available on YouTube if you want to see how to put a hole in a candle. But with this one, we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it with the dollar signs and your name, and then you can start writing Crown of Success onto the candle. And you can write it over top of your name anywhere. I like to write Crown of Success going across the candle that way, all right? But it's going to go over your name. So it's crossing your name of success. Of success. Now you can also just have a simple petition and place it under the candle as well, but this is will suffice for me. So now we're going to take some Crown of Success oil. In this Crown of Success oil that I have here, I have some of my Fast Millionaire oil, I have a little bit of Love oil, and some Money Magnet oil that I had left over. So you can add extra oils to it, but I already do that. And these are oils that I've made for you guys, so y'all should have the recipes for these oils. All right. Put the oil all over the candle. And while you're holding your candle towards you, you want to pull it towards you, turning the candle clockwise, and you want to speak out Crown of Success to the name and birthday of whoever you're doing this spell for. Do that 7 times. All right. I love my Crown of Success bowl. It smells so nice. Now, when you're wearing your conjure oils, if you're going to be out in the sun a lot, it's not good to wear them out in the sun, because a lot of the ingredients, especially the essential oils, they may be very sensitive to the sun and allow you to get more exposure than you necessarily need. It's not good. What do they call that? Where it just lets in too much sunlight, too much sun rays into your skin. So you don't want to wear this going out in the sun. You want to always keep this under your clothing or any of your conjure oils if you're going to wear them. I just suggest that because you don't know what essential oils they've put in them. That smells really nice. Like simple essential oils like vetiver. Vetiver is good for love, and also you can use it in like protection oils and stuff like that. So if you're wearing your protection oil, it can cause, I don't want to say it can cause skin cancer, but it'll just get you more exposed to the sun rays. So you just have to be, so it's like simple ones like that that really smell good too, because vetiver smells really, really nice. All right. What we're doing next, powders. Now I have some showers of golden money. Y'all know I love my normal powders. Showers of golden money. If you don't have powders, you don't have to go out and get it. As long as you have Crown of Success oil, That's all you really need for this spell. If you really want to knock it out the park, then you can go and get things like marjoram, parsley, orange zest, orange zest, okay? What else? Lavender, chamomile, bay leaves, five-finger grass. You'll need all of those herbs and crush them up in your mortar and pestle, and then you can cover them up. I'm using my pre-made powders that I'll normally use when I'm doing work for somebody, all right? And I'll just take a little bit and I'll just sprinkle it onto the candle. Same thing for my showers of gold and money. And you don't have to do all of this. You can, it does not have to be this extra. I'm sorry about people honking the horn and my daughter playing her video games. It doesn't have to be this extra, guys. It really doesn't. But this is just, for me, I like the extra. The extra powders. But you can keep it simple and just use the oil and it will work just fine. Even if you have a yellow 7-day candle and you put a few drops of Crown of Success oil in it, as long as you're endorsing it and putting your energy into it, that's all you need. I like the prosperity spell mix and the showers of golden money because I want a lot of blessings as far as finances and growth and things to that nature. If you want love with your Crown of Success, you can put that in there as well and have success and love. It's all in what you're looking for. Now I'm adding some Fast Luck powder. Fast Luck powder, you can make this with coffee. So instead of having the Fast Luck powder, you can just add coffee to the mix that I just gave you as far as the marjoram and lavender, bay leaves, five-finger grass. Add coffee to it, and that will add that extra kick that you'll need. Very simple. Now you can start adding your glitter to your candle. Now, the reason why we're adding the multiple colors, the gold is for masculine energy. And even if you're a woman, you need to add the gold. We all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us, but this really brings in the abundance from all angles. So you want the gold first, which represents the masculine energy. Silver, which is going to represent the feminine energy. So let's say you wanted to do a love candle and all you had are gold and silver candles. You can still do a love spell with those two. And the gold will represent the man and or the masculine, and the silver will represent the woman. All right. Now we're going to add all the other colors. Pink is for romance and love. Red is for love and passion. A lot of energy, a lot of heat comes from the red. Oop, that's coming out a lot. Okay. Blue is for peace and also blessings. That's Jupiter's color is blue. So I love a lot of blue. And then, of course, green is for money. I was supposed to talk about what's going on with the transits and stuff like that before I started this spell, but we can talk about it while the spell burns. We can talk about it while the spell burns. Now that we have our candle done, very simple. As you can see, magic don't have to be a whole hour. Now, you don't want to rush anything, but it doesn't have to be an hour and a 2-hour process. It can be simple. Okay? And it didn't even have to be this long. I could have just wrote what I needed to write on it and put the oil on it and kept it pushing. But I like all of this. For me, this makes it fun, and it shows spirit how serious and deliberate I am. Now, what I like to do with this spell here, let me get my lighter. First, I'm going to mount her to the plate. I prefer to use a candle holder instead of my copper plate, but this is what I have right now, so I'm just, for the sake of the video, this is how we're going to do it. Now you're going to take 7 bay leaves. Try to give it some space like that. You don't want your herbs touching the candle too much. It depends on what kind of oils you're using, because some of the oils are extra flammable. All right. You want good full bay leaves like that. Okay. And we're going to put 7 of them around now with the bay leaves. You see how this one right here doesn't have the tail? Let me pull it out. You want your bay leaves to have the tail on them. When I say the tail, I mean that. That's what you want them to have. So you want a full bay leaf. Make sure all of mine has their, yeah, that one has it. This big one right here, his tail is kind of missing. You want them all to have the tail. Oh, they were up. You keep falling out of my hand, boo. There you go. Boo, boo. All right. So now we have all 7. And you want to take them and make a circle around your spell. This circle is going to be very important to bring a circle of blessings and luck. Now, circles are awesome when it comes to magic. There you go. And we have 7 bay leaves. And now you're going to pray over her in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Bless and anoint this. All right. And there we have it. Beautiful, ready to go. Hi, Kathy. You're right on time, baby. You're right on time. So, and here we go. We'll just light her. Don't leave her. You want to sit with her while she burns and watch how she burns. Did I put up the video the other day? Oh, I can just show you one. Now, people always ask me, do my glasses burn when I'm using a candle on them? No. This is how they burn. This is a nice, clean burn that you want for your candles, okay? That's what you want for this candle. If it pools all over the place, that doesn't mean your spell is not going to work. It just means that you may have some things you need to clear up. You may need to take a spiritual bath, something to that nature, to kind of clear up the energy that's around you. It's still going to work. It's just that you need to start clearing up your aura and things of that nature. So go take a salt bath, or, you know, some Florida water, cleanse yourself with it. Something to that nature is what you'll need to start looking into. But if it just does a clean burn like what I just showed you here, then expect whatever you're looking for with your Crown of Success spell to work. All right? So here she goes, and I'll light her once I get off camera. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what's happening astrologically. It's a lot happening. It's always a lot happening. Oh my gosh. We have the eclipse tomorrow in Taurus. No, the eclipse is happening in Scorpio. Taurus is where Mercury is going retrograde. We did that last week. Okay, so the eclipse is happening in Scorpio. Did y'all make y'all Goofer's Dust and all your dark work? Did you start making all those things? Because that's what we are working on Patreon. We're working our items that we need for our dark work or anytime we may need our dark work. So this is a good time to make your Goofer's Dust. This is a good time to make your destruction oils. This is a good time to make all of your oils to do dark work, your malevolent work type of things. This is that time, my loves. On some realness. Okay? And with Goofer's Dust, it's a simple recipe. All you need is some graveyard dirt, some sulfur, and some salt. And make sure you have a candle lit when you're making it, and make sure it sits out with that Scorpio full moon so it can capture all that dark energy. Okay? So that's why I do my light work the day before the full moon on any full moon. And it's because once the full moon come, the universe is just releasing into whatever, like that zodiac sign. So Scorpio is now going to release all the nasty stuff that's going on, you know, the things that we don't want and all that type of stuff. So you want to make sure you always do your spell a couple days before that full moon. Number one, the portals are open 1 to 2 days prior to, 2 to 3 days prior to it. The portals usually open up where it's easy to talk to spirit. And then once they open up, you know, everybody is doing their work. So we're usually all getting it in around this time. Yesterday, today, all that type of stuff. So yesterday I made my Goofer's Dust and I worked on a few other things. And today we're going to finish up this Crown of Success, get it lit, so that tomorrow with the eclipse, all that needs to be released would already been released, and whatever's going to come in that's good is going to be already in the works. And you don't want to do this on on the day of the full moon. Okay, if you're going to make the Goofer's Dust, you can do that on the day of the full moon, but you don't want to do this Crown of Success on the day of the full moon. Let that energy go to the dark work that's going to be all put out there on this day. So Kathy says, my Goofer's Dust and dark arts, all is more than I will need in my lifetime. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. You're writing the recipe to pass down to your granddaughter. I love that. Don't feel like you've made too much of your Goofer's Dust and stuff like that, because I have my grandmother's things. Like, I love the fact that I can use oils that she's used before and then I knew she kept in her apothecary. It's so dope. It's so dope. So don't feel bad about that. Girl, no, not don't feel bad about it, but don't feel that you've made too much. It's never too much. If you made that much, that means it's going to be used on something. I made a nice amount too, so don't worry. Don't worry. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm a YouTuber. Lord, help me, God, at my age, Lord. But yes, so here we go. We have Pluto going retrograde. It's in Aquarius right now, and it's going to go back to Capricorn, my second house. Lord God, help me. It is the crumbling of what we see as far as money. I think somebody said last week that we're going to get into just working with gold and silver, and that's really where it's going to go now. It's changing in such a big way. Yes, that's wonderful. I love it. I love it, Chosen. Chosen said I made a boatload of oils, light, dark. Oh, I love it. I love it. And that's what I want y'all to be doing. Everything doesn't always have to be a big spell, or you see what I'm saying, a big to do. Now don't get it twisted. If it's a time of year that you normally celebrate yourself or do something nice like this crown of success or something to that nature, then go ahead and do those things. But you don't have to always make it into anything big. Having your oils and wearing your oils whenever you need them, that's the biggest. That right there is just going to bring in so much. Kathy said, me too, Chosen. Like yesterday, I made this Come To Me Boy oil. I don't know if I posted it last night. Did I post this? I don't know. Anyway, I made this Come To Me Boy oil yesterday, a small bottle. Now, this right here gonna last me at least a year. And y'all are like, how? No, it is. Because all you do is take a little cotton ball and then tie it to yourself. So it's always gonna be, you feel me? I love that. Well, look how pretty it is. Look at how pretty that is. Ooh, I love, dude. I love that. Do 3 oils. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Take advantage of this because we don't normally, we get it twice a year, the Scorpio full moon, but when you have it, you need to harvest that energy and run with it. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing unless you're going to do something to hurt somebody, I wouldn't recommend doing anything else tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't the day to be doing spell work unless you're doing like a protection, block busting, things like that I normally tell y'all to do on those full moons, just to protect yourselves and cleanse off anything that you could have picked up, especially if you have a lot of dark energy around you guys. Please do your blockbusters. And I have videos on those on here too, so just scroll through and you'll find one. Those are very important. But that Pluto retrograde is just going to take over finances. It's going to take over, and not in a bad way, because it's a big financial shift happening, and it's going to happen over the next 30 years as well, where I don't want to get into the meek is going to inherit the earth again. That's not even it. It's just that money is, you can't really pillage off of people no more. Like back in the day, you see how the music industry was really, the artist was getting the least amount. The writers and the artists and the people that were really putting in the work were just getting paid, and then they might get a little something, something, but the record companies were really, who was really banking in on those. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm happy, Chosen. Good, Chosen. That's good. But yes, you see how that was happening? Those type of experiences won't be happening as much. People will have to now work together. It's no more you're getting paid too much off of me and I'm not reaping the benefit of my hard work. It's no more of that. Those days are over. And the wealth transfer, the shift, is people are going to be reimbursed for what was supposed to be paid, stolen, and transferred, or wherever something shiesty happened. And I don't care if it was this lifetime or previous lifetime, it's going to be reconciled within the next 30 years. So your family, your ancestors, whomever had worked for that's in your bloodline, it'll all come back to you or your bloodline within the next 30 years. And some of those families, depending on how awful they were on this earth, they'll be fully wiped out. Like if there's going to be whole bloodlines, whole bloodlines wiped out. I know that sounds cryptic, but it is the truth. It is the truth. So expect a wealth transfer. So Chosen, get on the ball. Get on the ball with your apothecary, because that's what time it is. So yes, that was really what I wanted to talk about with Pluto. We have this solar eclipse, this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I'm not an astrologer, guys, but when I say Every astrological event that has happened thus far in 2023 has affected me. My North Node is in Virgo. I have the hardest North Node and South Node combination. That is a very hard North Node is North Node in Virgo, especially when most of your chart is in Pisces and you've lived in the ethers most of your life and the universe is asking you to be grounded, and this is me being grounded. Look at this. Look at me. Look at me being grounded. Anyway, but no, with this Scorpio, it's releasing so much darkness. It's so much. Every time I tap into the energy, it just seems so dark. It just seems so dark, guys. Don't go out this full moon. Stay in the house. If you have plans to be out, plan another day. Don't go out this full moon. It's going to be some wild stuff happening. Car accidents. It's going to be it's a lot going on with this Scorpio full moon. And this isn't people doing magic and trying to hurt people. This is just the energy is just going to be so rampant and so rugged that y'all don't need to be out in that. So try to plan to be in the house tomorrow. If you're going to go out, be out during the day. Hi, Rob. Hi, Janet. Joy said it's Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. I'm inside with a wine, blunt, and bonfire. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Be in the house. Celebrate inside. You know, don't be out in them streets. Even though it's Cinco de Mayo, and I know a lot of people want to party. I'm Panamanian, so you know it be on. But no, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Take the time to really save yourself because the energy is going to be too heavy. Get this done tonight, guys. Make sure your crown of success and all of that stuff is done today. And let tomorrow come through. And if you have Scorpio, anything, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Sun, Moon, Rising, all of those, brace yourself. Because the universe is transforming. It's like a new... Every eclipse brings in, it closes out a big chapter and brings in something new. But this one, for some reason, it's like a changing of the DNA of who you are. It's wow. It's wow. Oh. He said Rob will learn tonight while you love this group. Okay. I will just keep him protected. Just keep him protected. Do a simple protection, like a simple black candle. It don't have to be nothing extravagant, guys. Or you can do a protection spell with your aura protecting him. Envision putting a protection around him, a protective bubble around him. Is is he an adult or is he a child? Because if he is a child, then if he's 15 or older, then he'll need your protection. But if he's a child, I guess 15 or old, 15 is still a child, but in God's eyes, he can still. Okay, so then you'll need to do a protective bubble around him. And just imagine a bubble around him that's just protecting him from disease and harm, and keep it around him. Teach him to protect himself, to always teach him to speak out that he's protected, he's blessed. Like he want to speak that out. And he can write it down too if ever he feels nervous about anything. Write down that you're protected and then speak it out to the universe. That poor baby. He's a Scorpio. And when you turn 15, the universe just lets you feel it. You're feeling it. That's why in junior high school, a lot of people have it hard because you're turning 14, 15. During that time, it's that serious transition, and the universe releases you to feel, you literally feel the karma of your decisions by the time you're 15. So what, make sure that he knows what it is. You said you feeling it. No, really, it's no joke. This whole year, I have been in the pulls and throes of the universe. My Libra sun sign, my Sagittarius North Node, then the Virgo, my Sagittarius rising, the Virgo North Node. Then we have the Pisces moon. It's like one thing after the other. I'll be like, oh my God, when is it going to be a break? And then when I saw it was in Scorpio and it's the eclipse, I'm just like, God, just take whatever. But I already know, because it's the deep relationships that I had that were karmic, that have come to an end, and they're just closing that out. So it's just this. I love watching the universe do what they do. Oh, that's beautiful. Welcome, Rob. Welcome. That's beautiful. My whole family know about me. So they talk about me. They call me a bruja. They be like, Teshandra is a bruja. I be like, no, I'm a witch. What you mean you can't see me? My face? I know. No, I don't show my face on camera on YouTube like that. You can see my thumbnail, but I really don't. Sometimes I'll just come on here and I don't show my face on YouTube. You may catch it on Patreon sometimes, but not really on YouTube. But check out the thumbnail. I'm not a bad looking chick. Yeah, I try to keep, and it's to protect myself, especially in this type of work. People get angry. I hope now other witches and things appreciate what I do, especially the apothecary owners, the botanica owners. I hope they appreciate what I do, because now I'm teaching people, and they're going to have more clients and more customers coming out buying their things in order to sell. You'll have more. Well, that's wonderful, Rob. You'll have more, that's what I'm thinking, but you never know. People get so jealous, and a lot of people who do this type of work are not necessarily healed spiritually. They're just people who have the gift and know how to conjure. So they get jealous and they do mean things, and I just don't need my face. It's best to just keep me off camera. Rob said I'm a handsome man. He's so funny. He's so funny. So yes, but this last few months, guys, have had me in the throes, and I've just been like, okay, let me just stick with what I know, stick with the magic. And then the other day I was having a conversation with my financial advisor, and she was talking about being grounded, and I cried, guys. I was like, I have been living in the ethers my whole life, and I know I have to be grounded. And I feel like that's what I've been doing as far as this business is concerned. I've really been just focused, and even though it's me still in the ethers, I'm here showing y'all how to do it for yourselves, and I'm really happy about that. So I want y'all to really learn these things. So that's kind of my thing. I want to make sure I'm always trying to be more grounded, guys. Lord help me. That's my thing. And with having a Virgo North Node, and that's why it's good to know your chart, because that lets you know what you will have to do in order to succeed. Me having a Virgo North Node, it tells me that I have to be detail oriented, put myself on a schedule, focus, and that's when my path would open up. I'm following my North Node. I'm already doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but now it's about the details and staying on schedule and all of that type of stuff. And I have to follow that. And so that's the same thing. If let's say you had a Pisces North Node, I knew somebody who had the opposite of me. They were more required to chill, and their sign was their sun sign was a Virgo, but they were required to chill. The universe wanted them to be more in the clouds and stop being so rugged, and stop being so analytical and detail oriented. It's funny how the universe wants you to learn those karmic lessons. So for me, I've always seen people with these rose colored glasses and then be surprised when they show me who they are, and it's like, no. So now I'm beyond that. And that comes from, and then on top of it, I have a Pisces moon. So you see how your chart, you knowing your chart, it'll show you what you need to work on. So for me, my main goal was to work on being grounded. You see what I'm saying? My last businesses that I've had, well, I had a staffing agency, and then I worked with senior citizens where I would do activities with them. And my mom would always say, she doesn't really work. She just has fun for a living. And I did. That's exactly what I did. I went to different assisted living facilities and I entertained senior citizens, and I taught them how to do cooking classes, like fun cooking, making pizza and fruits and yogurt parfaits. We'll do fun things like that, little personal pan pizzas and stuff. Every cute little things, arts and crafts, all of that type of stuff. So that just shows, it kind of shows you how it's been affecting me. And when I say I have just been like, God, just do your thing. So with this one, I'm hoping it's the last. No, because after Scorpio, then it goes to Libra. You see how the transits are just hovering around my chart like that? It's either, what does it go to? Sagittarius next. That's my rising sign. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't know which way it's going. I just know it touches me every goddamn time, it seems like. It is. I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. I wish one of y'all would just come and hold me. And be like, Tesh, it's going to be okay. And it is going to be okay because we're releasing so much. Oh my goodness. So you're a Virgo with a Sag North Node. Oh my gosh. Aggressive perfectionist. And see, I need to be the aggressive perfectionist. I don't feel like I'm aggressive. I feel like I'm passionate, but I'm not aggressive. I'm very feminine and I'm very docile. Like if you actually knew me in real life, y'all will be like, okay, Tesh just is very relaxed. I'm very much, I'm the woman that'll let my man just have reign. Do your thing. Just do your thing. You know what I mean? Be the man. I'm good with doing womanly things. And letting my man be the man. Like that's the type of stuff. That's what I'm into. So I'm not very boisterous. I do like my house clean. That's important to me. You'll see a different side of me when when my house ain't clean. When my house ain't clean. So guys, I'm hoping that a lot of you guys aren't in the throes of it like me, but if these planetary alignments are affecting you the way they're affecting me, you have to know that what's really happening is the clearing out, and it's the universe changing you at a DNA level. So they're just clearing out the gook, the old stuff, all the things that you released. It's now dissolving away, melting away. Oh, and see, that's me now. I'm very just let my man have the reins. Even with like friendships, I don't think I'm the boisterous one and you know what I mean? I'm very much tell you what I'm going to do and I do what I'm going to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But I'm not loud and obnoxious. I can't do all that. It'd be too much for me. It'd be too much for me. So guys, I want y'all to be safe out here. It is really bad with this Scorpio. When I tap into the energy, it just makes me want to back out. It's really bad. So be careful out there. Don't be out in the street, especially driving late at night. Don't go to any clubs or anything like that. I wish my young people were on here this evening, but don't do any of that type of stuff, guys. Try to stay in. And I will say this, if y'all are going to hurt somebody as far as magic is concerned, tomorrow is the night, you know? Okay. You found it on Kim, you found it on Patreon. I think I put it up last night or maybe this morning. I fell asleep editing videos last night with the phone in my hand. I was like trying to get the goofer's dust up. I was trying so hard to get that goofer's dust up. Exactly. And I feel like that's how it always ends up, to be honest with you, Kathy. Whenever because of how I am, I normally get what I want. So my life be simple and happy because I normally just get what I want because I'm so feminine with it. And when you live with that feminine energy, people don't really like that, you know. People be like, why are you so feminine like that? I have clients that it annoys them that I talk to them about being more feminine. And I tell them you have to be that way. If you're with a man, you can't just be out here masculine like that. You have to be more feminine, and it's hard for a lot of women, especially when we've been holding it. Ooh, you think your North Node is in Gemini. Okay. So, I want to see something. Oh, I thought it would have just bought me right there. I want to see something. Because in a past life, you know, in a past life, Chosen, you were probably like a public speaker or something like that. You were helping the public. You were a person that was like a politician, like a community leader, something to that nature you were in a previous lifetime. So in this lifetime, you may be doing the same thing, not necessarily a public speaker, but a person who's helping the community or helping people in that aspect. You might really look into, because your destiny is about relationships. You're supposed to be out in the community working with people. And I know you probably don't want to, but that's what you're supposed to be doing, like helping people. Even with your apothecary, it's going to be very much a lot of one-on-one work where, you know how I'm back in the camera and I get to deal with multiple, you'll be more one-on-one. If you're a Scorpio sun sign, this is going to affect your overall life. Like if it was your Scorpio rising, it'll be your destiny. But this full moon and Scorpio lunar eclipse that's happening for you is going to affect your overall life, Kim. So you're going to, you need to go lay down. It's going to be, you should have been feeling it for the past 2 days. At least yesterday, you should have been feeling something where you know you're closing something out, certain sites, certain relationships, even if people are trying to come back. That's something I wanted to talk about, guys. During this Mercury retrograde, y'all have a lot of people that's going to want to come back. People are already sending the energy to get you back. Okay. People are going to want you to come back to them, and y'all need to stay away. They don't mean you any good. I hope y'all know that. They don't mean you any good. It's going to affect your whole life, Kim. Um, Sagittarius sun. No. You'll feel it because you're right next to Scorpio. You'll feel it, but it's not going to affect you the way it's going to affect any person who has a Scorpio sun. These people that want to come back into your life, these are friends and family members. They are, they want you back for selfish reasons. I think y'all know that already. But some of them may come back in the guise of, let's go to therapy. Let's work this out because we're family. And you want to have good relations and have a good rapport with people, but you still need to be protective of your home. Okay? Don't just go willy-nilly back into these relationships and talking back on the phone and telling them what's going on in your life because they don't mean well. It's something that they want from you, and I want y'all to know that. So you have a Scorpio, Venus, and Uranus. So it's working on your Uranus is the worst. Uranus is the worst. Venus in Scorpio, that's going to be, of course, your love life. So you're going to have a little work there. Oh, I'm in the right place. Hold on. See, for you, like I said, Chosen, this is about your work and what you're doing for your service, how you're helping the community, how you're helping your fellow people. That's what's supposed to be for you, Chosen. So this is going to transform you, Chosen, as far as your work is concerned, how you help people. Because I was just looking at the birth chart to see your sixth house. Sixth house is as far as work, service, and how you help other people. So that's exactly what I was talking about. You're supposed to be in the community, doing something with people, helping the community, helping people. Oh, Lord. He said, I want money and energy. I know that's right. Rob said, I don't even regurgitate my food, let alone my ex. Yes, I totally agree. But you know, right now, when people are so used to getting over and doing the fuck shit all the time, and then you just set that boundary, and it's a firm boundary, they can't handle it. It becomes hard for them to fully grasp the fact that there has been a boundary set. And They want to come back. They may start acting out and things to that nature. You're going to have something like that happen with somebody from your past, family or lover, but they will be back. Oh, yes. You so funny. You are battling yourself all the time. And what annoys you about your children are shadow aspects of you, believe it or not. Okay. So if your North Node is in Virgo, you have the same issue that I have. Oh, I feel so bad for you, chosen. Oh, Lord. Poor baby. Poor baby. Poor baby. Just like me. You're going to suffer. You have to be more grounded and realistic and be on a schedule. Even if you're chosen to do things in the ethers, now the universe is forcing us because we've spent so many lifetimes doing what we do magic wise. We've been working in the ethers. They want us down here beating the pavement. The reason being is because now people are awakening. We are a specific group, but there are going to be millions of people now awakening. We're in the Aquarian age. All of that religion and all of that shit is over. Okay, they can't do nothing about it. It's just how the world is going. The universe, God is orchestrating this. So it's nothing we can do to change it. We're not knocking religion. You know, I'm not trying to knock what they do. I'm just telling you what it is. Religion is over. So they're going to start ushering the minds of the people, the planets, and God is going to start doing this. This is Source doing this, guys. And everybody's going to start heading in the Aquarian age. And in that Aquarian age, we work with the universe. We work with our ancestors. We work with nature. We live and we deal with what God, like everything is what I'm doing now. So they want us grounded so that we can be here with a more like a full-blown store, a full-blown school, a full-blown whatever. And you should have been working on this the past 3 years. So if anybody is in some type of limbo, if you're feeling stuck and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't do that, da, 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 it's because you weren't making the moves when God was telling you to make certain moves in the last 3 years. He's giving you certain windows to climb out of when you were stuck. Did you climb out the window? Or did you stay there saying, "Oh, I can't. I'm afraid." You feel me? You can't do that. Your ascendant is Gemini. So, okay. So you're supposed to be out there talking to people. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So get out there and meet people, talk to people. You have to be in the community. That's what they want for you. Whereas my ascendant is Sagittarius. I need to be finding out the knowledge, teaching the knowledge, spreading the knowledge. You need to be in the community with the people. That's what Geminis are. You know, you're there communicating and getting the information, the knowledge, and working with the people and showing them how to do it. That's what you're doing. Look at you. You look at you. Chosen like, no. I don't like those people. You know, you're going to get to love people again, especially now that we've done so much astrological and just psychological work, spiritual work, guys. Those dark nights of the souls were deep. We're out of that. And they just want us to now live. So all of these eclipses, this eclipse season right here is epic. All of them be epic. But this one is even better because we're closing out so much stuff that we've been holding on to for so many years. I know you are, boo. Just work on your apothecary. You'll watch it all fall into place. Just watch it all fall into place. That's all that matters. You said, Lord, I'm trying. But yeah, boo. And y'all gonna see everything that is supposed to work out is just gonna naturally work out. You just can't. Don't force anything. Just allow things to be. If you need any money, do spells. I did a wonderful spell with the new moon where we did a pineapple spell. That spell was awesome. It brought in thousands of dollars. I think Chosen did a spell, a crown of success spell, when we did it with the new moon. That brought her a couple $1,000s. Like, yo, get on your spells, guys. Well, we in dark work now, so you're gonna be protecting and cleansing and all that now. But when it gets back to that new moon, we just had, and that was a Virgo new moon that we had, guys. That thing was awesome. Was it Taurus, Virgo? I can't remember. I'm wore out. I'm wore out. I think it was Virgo though. Whatever it was, I took full advantage. I took full advantage. It was wonderful. So get on it. Get on it, my loves. All right. I'm going to log off because I'm hungry. And that's it. I'm trying to, I don't want to tap into that Scorpio energy no more. I was trying to at first, and it's just too dark. All I'm going to tell y'all is stay away from anybody, everybody, okay? And I will see y'all tomorrow for money and tarot lessons on Patreon at 1 o'clock. Mwah. I'll see y'all tomorrow, babies. You're welcome. Love. Do, 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 do.